What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Purple Shade Podcast. Good week. We had a good week. Brody, how's your week been?
Oh, it's been great, man. Both the teams I wanted to win, like really wanted to win, actually won in the same week.
For the first time. For the first time this week. For the first time. It only took 9 weeks. It only took 9 weeks for the Ravens and the Vikings to get a win in the same week. Unfortunately, they trolled us. They trolled us. Because they waited the week before they play each other.
How about that?
To do it. Because it can't happen next week because they play each other in week 10. We will be previewing that tomorrow it's going to be a special preview show because the Ravens and the Vikings face off on Sunday, 12 o'clock Central, 1 o'clock Eastern, U.S. Bank Stadium. It will also be our first live stream.
Ooh.
First live stream. We're going live. We're going to have a watch party for those of you who've been keeping up with the channel. We're going to do a watch party, our first live stream. We wanted to wait until the Ravens and Vikings squared off. It's a rare occasion, usually every 4 years, but it's happening. It's happening. But like the Michael Scott meme, it's happening.
It's happening.
It's happening, right? So, man, that's going to be huge. But the show today, man, we're going to cover how we did last week. Some of us did good. Some others did not. We're going to need some changes. We're going to need some changes at the top here, Brody. We're going to need some changes at the top. But we'll get to that in a second. First thing I want to bring up is this. Man, the Ravens made a move.
Did they?
Not today. They didn't make it. They didn't make the move, but they made a move. A move. The Ravens acquired Draymond Jones for a conditional 5th-round pick. Conditional. You know how stingy they are. Conditional 5th-round pick from the Titans. Draymond Jones, he's been in the league. I think he's on year 7. He came out of Ohio State in 2019, 3rd-round pick. He started with the Broncos, Brody. He was with the Broncos from 2019 to 2022. In 2023 and 24, he was with Seattle. And this year he started out with the Titans, but now he's with the Ravens. What do you think about this move? It's a move, but do you think, does this move the needle for what the Ravens need? What do you think?
I would say yes. I would say Roquan Smith. I mean, don't get me wrong, Van Noy. You know what I mean? They're good. They're good players. Do I feel like they're like tip top and all that they can be? No, not at all. So bringing in a seasoned guy that can maybe show him how it's done. Step in a few plays, be like, hey, I need you over here. I think it's a good way to get their linebackers to be more effective because Roquan and both Van Noy, they show up here and there. I feel like they're good players, but they're hit or miss. You know what I mean? I haven't seen consecutive. 2 weeks, cool, 2 weeks. I'm talking, man, what week are we on? Like week 8, week 9?
We're on week 10 now.
Week 10 now. Up. So the consistency, I feel like, is still not there. It's spotty. And you bring in a veteran guy like Jones, maybe to fill in the gaps. Not saying it's going to fix everything, no. But do I feel like it's going to help? Sure.
So you think it moves the needle for what the Ravens need?
A little bit.
Okay,
it's
I agree with you on that. Look, I think it's a good move. It's not a horrible move.
It's a football move.
It is. It's a typical Ravens move. Okay, he's an outside linebacker, which it looks like the last few weeks, it looks like Kyle was playing outside linebacker.
Yes,
and
right.
Middle linebacker and safety, and I think he even played nose tackle a couple of plays. I'm just kidding, but I thought I saw him everywhere. Can he play guard?
Yeah, I think I
Kyle
saw him at
Hamilton plays
guard. He was at guard a few times.
Right.
I think I saw that. Yeah, he's been playing every position, so I think you're right.
Yeah, I think Lamar's been on the sidelines a couple times. I think Kyle's taking a couple snaps, but in all seriousness, in all seriousness, okay, look. In all seriousness, though, look, it's a Ravens move. It's not a bad move. I'm not saying it's a bad move. This is definitely somewhat of a need, and so far, I mean, Jones has been a solid pass rusher so far for the Titans this year. He's got 4.5 sacks. 5 tackles for loss and 9 QB hits. Okay. If you take that into perspective of what we have, our 2 sack leaders are Tavius Robinson and Nnamdi Madubuike, both those guys on IR. The next 2 top guys are Trenton Simpson and Mike Green, who's a rookie with 1.5 sacks apiece. So right now, walking through the door, he's already leading the team in sacks.
He's
right?
amplifying it. I feel like, it's like, hey, I'm here. Come on, guys.
I don't think he's going to dominate any. Yeah, I don't think he's going to dominate anybody. He's definitely better. I would say he's better than Oweh. I think he'll be more productive than Oweh because even looking at some of his tape, like looking at some of his plays this year, he's very active. I will say that he's very active in the run game and at pass rush. So, I mean, it could be a sneaky trade if his production keeps up. But we all know how this team works, right? Sometimes guys come here and all of a sudden they were good at rushing the passer, and then they come here and then they don't get any sacks. So we'll see if his production keeps up. This could be a good move, but right now he's the most productive pass rusher on the team. Let's take that with a grain of salt. Okay. Yeah. We do need an outside linebacker. We definitely need an outside linebacker. Okay. You're bringing up linebackers.
Yeah.
So we definitely do need a solidified outside linebacker. A defensive tackle is a big need, though, in the trenches. We really needed that. And a guy like Quentin Williams would have been great. Quentin Williams would have been great, if you just would have traded him for the Jets. But the Cowboys beat you out. And the Cowboys are a team that's not going anywhere. It would have been nice. But this front office is just too conservative. And that's what I don't understand. You have a Super Bowl window now. You have a Super Bowl quarterback. The Cowboys don't, and they're still willing. They're still willing to make moves. Mm-hmm. We also need offensive line. You couldn't ask about, hey, Kevin Zeitler. Jones is great. What do you need for Kevin Zeitler? Can you throw him in? Come on. Because now they didn't make any other moves, Brody. They didn't make any other moves.
That's it.
So they done. Let me ask you this. My thinking was, I'm going to be honest with you. My thinking was the whole time, nothing was going to happen. I didn't think they were going to make any moves. And then they made this one. And then once they made this move, I was like, okay, they done. They're not doing nothing else. What did you feel about, what the Ravens were going to do coming up at the trade deadline?
Well, I mean, coming up to it, if you look at it, the defense is still struggling. I mean, don't get me wrong. What? They held off the Dolphins. They didn't score a single touchdown. Okay, great. Offense put up 28 points. It's close to 30. That's close to the norm that this offense is capable of. But it's the Dolphins. I'm not trying to take everything away from them. They're just not a good team this year. They're just really not. So when it comes to that game and seeing exactly what the defense is, when they played good teams, you saw exactly what the defense was. Against the Dolphins, it was easy for them.
Yeah.
They were, the Dolphins were, I don't know, like miscues, shooting themselves in the foot. It was easy. You know what?
Save some of that ammo. We're going to get to that. Save some of your ammo for that, right? Because we're going to go over that game in 1 second. Right?
Okay.
But to your point, you are exactly right. This defense needed help. It did. It needed help in the trenches. Okay. You got an outside linebacker. You traded Oweh. So you brought in, I don't want to say a replacement, but you still needed guys at the defensive tackle position. Nnamdi Madubuike's out for the year, and now Broderick Washington's out for the year too. He just had surgery on his Achilles, which they didn't even talk about. They could have been said something about that. He was just out, right? But you know how this team is in injuries, man. It blows my mind. But to finish this up, right.
Too soon?
Too soon. Leave your $100,000 at the door. Too soon. That's what they got fined. Leave your $100,000 at the door.
We'll take EBT.
That, right?
We'll take EBT.
Oh man, no, they trying
too soon. Too soon,
man. Yeah, they trying to take away benefits, man. People need that.
I'm sorry.
People need that. We don't get political on here, but man, look, peace and love to everybody who's going through it right now. I mean, we all going through it, but peace and love to everybody going through it right now. You know, we praying for y'all. But yeah, I mean, it's an okay move, but we still rocking with 77 and 72 on the offensive line. That's all I'm saying, and I'm gonna leave it there. Leave it there. But Brody, let's get to a game that the Ravens had on Thursday night. The Ravens dominated the Dolphins 28-6. Thanks to Mr. Lamar Jackson.
Not bad for a running back.
Yeah, he ain't bad. He ain't bad for a running back.
You know what I'm saying? Not bad for a running back. You know what I'm saying? My man went 18 for 23, 204 yards, and four
touchdowns. Wow.
4 tuds, right?
Yeah.
Almost had a Jackson 5. I thought he was going to have a Jackson 5, but he didn't.
Lord have mercy. Wow.
Right?
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
Right?
No, that's really good. That's really good. I'm going to keep that.
I thought he was going to get a Jackson 5.
I'm going to keep it.
But, man, look, the Ravens won Thursday in Miami thanks to just an electric return by Lamar. And the defense showed up again. They were very opportunistic. And, you know, they started out slow. Brody, remember you asked me last week when we were talking about how long did I think it would take for Lamar to get back, right? What did I say?
2 possessions.
I said 2 possessions. No, I said 2 quarters. I said 2 quarters.
Are you sure?
Max, right? Or did I say 2 possessions?
I said for McCarthy, 2 quarters. I said give McCarthy 2 quarters. I think you said Lamar Jackson, 2 possessions.
2 possessions. Okay, 2 possessions, right?
Yep. I think that was it. To be honest,
that was it.
I think that was
right?
it. Yeah.
I think that was it. I think that's all you need. But I think you hit the nail even JJ came out firing. We'll get to that. But he came out firing. He didn't need 2 possessions. He came out firing.
2 quarters.
But and that big win, right? But
yeah.
I know you said 2 quarters.
I mean, I didn't know how, the kid was hungry. I didn't know how
he was hungry. And we'll get to that game. But yeah, look, again, Lamar was sharp. He was efficient. First 2 possessions, again, they started out a little slow, but they picked it up, especially in the second half. They came out in the second half and dominated, bro. I mean, he completed his first 9 passes in the second half, including a big 39-yard strike to Zay that set up a touchdown, one of his 4 touchdowns. And, man, I'm just saying, they looked ready to play on Thursday with Lamar being back.
Yes.
And you could see his presence just lifted up everybody else, right?
Man,
I mean, especially in the second half. Right. Especially in the second half. They had a big surge in the second half. I mean, they only had 109 total yards in the first half, but they really did pick it up in the second. And again, opportunistic defense, man. It was. They were very opportunistic. But again, they were playing the Dolphins. The Dolphins shot themselves in the foot. There were times when I thought the Dolphins were going to take the lead, and they kept shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah.
3 turnovers. 3 turnovers killed them. One of them, which set up the Ravens' first touchdown, was in the red zone. You know, Aloha Gilman recovered a fumble at the Dolphins' 18. Set up a short touchdown for the Ravens. So, man, I mean, I think they finally played a really good, complete game. The defense showed up. But tell me what you thought about that game on Thursday.
Well, okay. The offense came out. I was definitely surprised. They look electrified because Lamar Jackson was back. I mean, everything just seemed to work. And I'm talking about Derrick Henry's run game. You know what I mean? Yeah, he got a couple short runs, but they didn't abandon. They went right back to it. He got a few good holes. And man, when I say
Pause. We continue.
He ran through a few good narrow corners. right up the trench. That
Look, the offense opened up a few holes for him to run through. Okay, go. I set you up. Go.
Still pause.
Let's go.
They running train. Oh, okay. Yeah, the offensive line did a great job of creating separation for Derrick Henry. And when it wasn't working as, to the best of the abilities that we know he can do, they did not abandon. They went back to the run game, even did a nice little play action play. You know what I mean? Got everything working. I mean, Charlie Kohler caught a touchdown pass.
Charlie Kohler sighting.
Yeah. And I'm not saying he's not a good player because he is, but Mark Andrews.
2 touchdowns.
Two touchdowns.
And who got the last one? Shine the light. Put the light up.
Hold on. Rashad Bateman.
Always open.
Rashad Bateman.
They put the light up. Boy, the bat symbol came up. Batman scored.
He is always open, Rashad Bateman. Even when you don't think so, he is. But still, I would have to say, man, the tight ends, Charlie Kohler, Mark Andrews, they showed off. They let him know.
Isaiah Likely had a few. Yeah, you're right. Isaiah Likely had a few big catches. That one big catch.
Isaiah Likely.
That scramble by Lamar when he moved around a little bit and Isaiah just he leaked out.
Yeah, look, Isaiah Likely, three receptions, 60 yards. That's average 20 catches a play. Come on now. Yeah. That's pretty good.
Lamar was definitely spreading the ball around on Thursday. So Lamar looks good. He's back.
Yeah, Lamar looks great. Now, getting to the other side of the ball about this game. Like I was saying, man, offense came out.
Struggles. Talk about them struggles.
The struggles, man. Okay, boom. Here we go. You want to talk struggles? Oh, I got struggles.
Struggles.
the first of all, the Ravens. You got 6 punts, guys. 6. I'm gonna get to the defense in a minute, but I'm going to the in between to the special teams. 6 punts. I mean, granted, 28 points, cool, but it's the Dolphins. 6 punts.
It is.
That's a lot. Dolphins had 3. Not to mention the other 3 came from turnovers.
Think about that graphic, though. What you just said, right? They punted 3 times. They only scored 6 points. The Dolphins. Let's talk about to your point, Brody, the first half, the Dolphins could have been winning that game. Yep. And that's the only thing that still concerns me about the Ravens is the Dolphins, if they didn't shoot themselves in the foot so many times, as you alluded to earlier, they could have been leading that game. They outgained Baltimore 226-109 in the first half as far as yards, right?
Yeah.
I mean, but they couldn't finish any drives. They couldn't finish any drives. They had 2 turnovers in the red zone. One of them, again, on the minus side of the 18th, and their own, they shot themselves in the foot. They are not a good team, but if they would have made 1 or 2 plays, okay, that tripping play, right? That wasn't tripping. That was a horrible call, right? I even said it live. That was a horrible call. That was not tripping. The guy was falling when he was trying to block, and the guy jumped over him.
Now,
that was not tripping. Mike Green just jumped over him. That wasn't tripping. That was a horrible call.
It wasn't tripping, but at the same time,
if they hit Wallace on a big play, they would have been in the red zone. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. It wasn't tripping. He was falling, but at the same time, and I'm just saying, my man gets paid a lot of money to play this game. When you put yourself in those type of situations, because I didn't see a trip, he fell. But when you put yourself in those situations, it's like, bro, okay, you lost your footing, which was unintentional, I'm sure.
It was. You saw him slip. It was you saw him slip.
But he paid for it. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just Yeah, no, and you're exactly right. To my point, what I'm trying to make is they had some very ill-advised mistakes in the game. Some of them were on their own because Tua just didn't look. He looked good in spots, but he didn't look good. But they also had some miscues that man, it's like dang. Mike McDaniel looked like he was defeated. You saw they kept cutting to him, man. He's sitting there like this. Oh, he was cursing up a storm. He was pissed. And I think I understand where he was coming from because the Dolphins had chances in this game, man. They did. They had chances again in the first half. In hindsight, the Dolphins should have been winning the game in the first half. The Ravens exploded in the second half, but the Dolphins, they took themselves out of this game. Miscues. I mean, just horrible turnovers and just a few bad calls. But, yeah. I mean, 2 or 3 for 261, no touchdowns and a pick. So,
well, now that's true. Looking at the statistics of this game, now both teams had 5 penalties. The Ravens had 5 penalties that cost them. Now, just to make sure I'm reading this correctly, it's penalties and then it's yards that were given or yards they were charged.
That was yards they were charged.
Okay, so the Ravens had 5 penalties, so did the Dolphins. Ravens got charged 56 yards on the penalties. Dolphins got charged 45. Okay.
That's pretty even. That's
pretty. Now here's the BS, because it's right there. You talking, 6 punts from the Ravens. Okay, that's expected. Okay, we stopped them. They're punting. But then you put in the fact that Dolphins gave up an interceptions and 2 lost fumbles, which in how long I've been watching the game, that's a little more defeating. That boosts more morale. That's more momentum happening when you get a fumble or interception. Exactly.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
So for the Ravens to have that, and the Dolphins still only 6 yards less total yards and no touchdowns. I mean, it just shows you what type of team they were playing. The numbers are you look at the numbers, they're very similar. It's just execution at different times for the Ravens, which, I mean, yes, that's a factor. But this Dolphins team could have easily, like you said, could have been winning this game. And that right there is what worries me about the Ravens.
I mean, that's true. For as good as Lamar looked coming back, I mean, we can say, I mean, football's weird. A lot of weird things happen in football. They won 28-6. You look at the score and you go, oh, they blew them out. On the scoreboard, they did, but the game was a little different. If you watch the game, you would think different. At the end of the day, right? To bottle all this up, it came down to this: the Ravens converted their short fields into touchdowns. Miami settled for field goals on both their long scoring drives, right, in the red zone, and they had 2 turnovers in the red zone. So so basically 2 of their red zone drives turned into field goals. The other 2 turned into interceptions. Oh, 1 interception, 1 fumble. I'm sorry. Yeah. Right.
Still turnover.
So that it was like you. So right to your point, that was the difference in the execution. Baltimore went 3 for 4 in the red zone, touchdowns. Right, they converted their touchdowns. The Dolphins 2 field goals, 2 turnovers. That's the difference. That was the difference. If the Dolphins scored touchdowns instead of field goals, we might be looking at a different game.
Oh no, most definitely.
But it was just like it was just like with the Vikings and the Eagles. You got to score touchdowns. You can't score field goals. The Vikings could have won that game if they converted touchdowns instead of field goals. Right? Same thing. It's about execution, to your point. That's a good point. It's about execution.
Like, yeah. I mean, and look, you hit everything that I was gonna say. You hit everything. Like the scoreboard, sure. Man, that looks bad. You take a deep dive, it's like they were right there. Right there with them. It's just, oh man, it was like the Vikings last week. But not Detroit. Rams.
The Eagles. You talking with the?
It was either Eagles or the Rams. No execution.
With the Vikings?
Yeah.
No, that was with the Eagles. Yeah.
Okay. No execution. You know what I mean? Six trips to the end zone?
Six trips to the red zone, 1 touchdown.
Right. And that's what happened here. And that's not saying that the Vikings are a bad team. It's just you got to execute. And that's what I'm saying about the Dolphins. I'm not saying they're a terrible team, but against the Ravens that are supposed to be, they're supposed to be this, and on paper, just scoreboard. Sure. Look at the stats. It's like, I don't know. If the Dolphins had execution, be a different game. That's all I'm saying. And that's what worries me. The Vikings just beat Detroit. We got them Sunday, 1 o'clock Eastern, 12 o'clock Central. You say up in the air?
Well, we'll see. We'll talk about that tomorrow. We got a whole show on that tomorrow. Bottom line is this. Lamar Jackson, I think he supercharged this team with his return. And the miscues by Miami cost him, right? So looking at the Ravens, they're now sitting at 3-5. Now they're still just clinging on to their playoff hopes. The AFC North is wide open, although the Steelers did beat the Colts on Sunday. And we'll get to that as well. Because we kind of needed them to take that L and they didn't. The Steelers might be a problem for the Ravens because I think the Ravens are still going to need to win this division to make the playoffs.
Yes.
But on the flip, we got an upset.
Skol Vikings, let's win this game. Skol Vikings, honor your name. Go get that first down, then get a touchdown. Rock 'em, sock 'em, fight, 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 fight.
The Minnesota Vikings upset, even stunned, I could say. The Detroit Lions 27-24 last Sunday in Ford Field on the road.
Oh, man.
Man, they snapped a 5-game losing streak to Detroit behind. He's back. He's back. The young kid behind J.J. McCarthy's. I want to say he had a breakout performance, bro. I think this was his breakout performance.
No, I would say so, man. What you got? 14 for 25, 143 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception,
Got to clean that up.
Got to turn the ball over. That's right.
Also had a rushing TD.
Not bad. Because he's a scrambler. Detroit.
He can move around.
He's mobile. It's J.J. McCarthy.
He can move around.
This dude is like, I don't know, man. You don't know what he's gonna do next. Really, he can mess you up like on the rush through the air. Like he's pretty good. Like don't sleep on J.J. McCarthy, please.
He's no Lamar, but I think he's a good young quarterback.
Right,
I do. What I really liked about what he showed on Sunday, Brody, was he showed a lot of poise and playmaking ability. In a hostile environment on the road against one of the best teams, not in the NFC, in the NFL.
Yeah.
I mean, that defense can be relentless at times, but he made plays. They turned short fields. I mean, the first drive, man, he drove him down for a touchdown. I mean, it was a great punt return. I mean, a great kickoff return. He drove him down for a touchdown. Next drive, he drove him down for another touchdown. He took the lead. They played from ahead, which was huge for them, right? For a young quarterback, they played from ahead. Aaron Jones looked healthy for a while, and then he got hurt again. This guy can't stay on the field. But he looked good. They ran the ball efficiently. And let's give it up. Man, Justin Jefferson got his second touchdown of the season, both of them from J.J. McCarthy. First touchdown since week 1. J.J. got back in the end zone. So that was huge.
Go J.J.
And, man, yeah, I mean, and it's like, and I'll say this, I think the play calling was good. I think it was KOC had great situational play calling in this game, and I'll give him credit for that. I think he dialed it back a little bit when he needed to for McCarthy, but he was also aggressive when he needed to. That last play was the epitome that showed everybody, because a lot of people thought, oh, he's still not ready. He's holding him out. He's protecting him. If that isn't just a that last play told you everything you need to know about J.J. McCarthy and what Kevin O'Connell feels about J.J. McCarthy. He iced the game with a 16-yard completion to Jalen Naylor, and it sealed the game. You don't do this. I hate to bring him up because he played such a good game on Sunday night. But does he trust Sam to make that throw? I mean, because last year in Detroit, last year in Detroit, they came up on a third down and they could have iced the game, and Sam Darnold did not come up with that play. I'm not saying it was the same play, but he didn't make the play that iced the game. And Detroit won, came back and won. J.J. McCarthy iced the game. That tells you a lot about this kid. Again, he played poised. He played poised again, which is pretty much his rookie campaign. He was hurt all last year. He played poised. He played in control. He was poised. Even when he was pressured, he still made great plays, good decisions. The only problem this is the only thing I have. The advice for JJ that I have is this, and I think Tom Brady alluded to this in the broadcast about his throwing. That kid has a fastball, okay? And I'll just use a pitching analogy. I used to pitch. I'll use a pitching analogy. You got a great fastball, that's fine. But you need other pitches. You need a changeup. You need a curve. You know what I mean? Maybe even a slider. You can't just throw the fastball. He tends to throw the fastball a lot, and he needs to, what we call, layer his throws. Sometimes you need that fastball. Sometimes you need it. That hard slant, you need it. That 10-yard dick, you need it. You know what I mean? Right. That 10 to 15-yard in, you need it, right? You need, or if it's a linebacker there, that's when you need to layer it. You need to get over that linebacker, right? Probably not at 10 to 12. You might want it a little bit deeper, but you need it there, right? That quick out, you need it. But he also needs to be able to layer that throw sometimes, right? Because he had Justin Jefferson on the sideline wide open, and he just fired it in there. And to what Tom Brady was talking about, the nose of the ball was up. So that's where the ball went. It went up. He has to get the nose of the ball down, right? Not down to the ground, but just get it down some to kind of give it a good trajectory when he's throwing the ball. He needs to work on that. If he and he, look, he's got plenty of time. He's a young kid. He's got plenty of time to work on it, but I think he has intangibles that will help the Vikings going forward. And he has a great coach to help him. So he showed some really good poise in this game. And talk about execution. The Vikings went 3 for 3 in the red zone. Touchdowns.
No, that's it. That's right. That's what you need.
3 for 3 touchdowns.
See what happens when you execute, you win the game.
You do. When you execute, the team that executes the best usually wins the game. But yeah, man. I mean, defense played well. They pressured Goff all day long.
And that was the key.
All day long.
That was a key.
It was. You are right. What do you think about that? You want to touch on that?
Oh man, look, Jared Goff, man, not gonna say he can't handle it himself, but I mean, when I say the Vikings would just had it out for him, no, they were looking for him. They were saying, "Hey, Jared Goff, what's up, man? How you doing? Yeah, we're in your house. Oh, that's where your pocket is? Hey, don't mind me, I'm here. They found holes. I mean, I haven't seen Jared Goff, and I'm just saying, have to move around that much in a little while. Not saying he had to run for his life, but he didn't look like, he's got all the time in the world. Didn't look too comfortable in the pocket.
He did not.
And the Vikings.
And he made some plays. He made some plays, but they were all over him. Go ahead.
No, exactly. They were all over him. And that's what needs to happen. Like the pass rushes was oh man. They were there.
Phenomenal.
I was pumped. I was so excited. Just watching that game, like, oh, okay. Oh, he got through. Oh, what are you gonna do?
They even missed a few. They should have got him. Yep.
It's Goff. You mean he's one of the good seasoned veterans. He's still pretty good. So it's
he's savvy. Yeah. He was savvy.
There you go. Right.
Yeah.
So he knows the little, little shoulder moves, the little step ups. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He knows how to move around in the pocket. He could dip on that. Think about on that one play where I think I don't think it was Wilson, but basically he was getting rushed. The guy came in. I think it was not Greenland. It could have been Greenland. Yeah. He came in. And he kind of ducked and just slid, just kind of did a up and under.
Yeah.
He grabbed a little air. He stepped back and then he hit.
Exactly.
That's where they scored their touchdown, right? He hit Montgomery and then he went for like 15 yards. No. Man, I was so heated. I was so heated because I think Greenland, you had him. You had him. That should have been a loss. And it turned into a 15-yard gain. But to your point, they were all over him almost the whole game. The whole game.
3 sacks to boot for it?
It should have been more.
It should have been more, but still, for a savvy quarterback, and you got him 3 times. Oh, Wilson got him twice.
Well, actually, they had 5 sacks, not 3. They had 5 sacks.
Oh yeah. Rodriguez and Redmond.
Yeah.
And Eric Wilson got him twice.
Yeah.
Look, hey buddy,
he doubled up.
I've been here before.
Up. Yeah. Oh, it's you again. Yeah, I'm back.
Let me shake your hand. Oh, another one. Let me shake your other hand. And look, Hargrave got in there.
Everybody got in on the party. For
a seasoned veteran like that, you know what I mean? It's like, people say, hey man, Goff, he's good. It's kind of like Brady. Like, no, he's not. Can he move around? Yes. You got 5 sacks from Vikings defense. Vikings defense is not bad. You cannot count this whole season. You cannot count out the Vikings. Yes, they look spotty during the season.
A lot of teams look spotty though. To your point, yeah, you're right.
Exactly.
A lot of teams look spotty. Yeah,
but I mean, hey,
they can step up when they need it.
In Detroit, they stepped up. You talking 5 sacks? Defense is not bad.
No, they came to play. They definitely came to play on Sunday. To your point, I mean, sacked Goff 5 times. They had a key turnover on Montgomery, that fumble, and Smith got the fumble recovery, and they set them up. I think they only got a field goal. No, they got a touchdown out of that. So they came up big when they needed to, right?
Execution.
They gave up some plays. I wish they didn't, but again, Detroit gets paid too. They're a good team. Detroit's a darn good football team, right? And you knew they were going to try to make a run. But again, this kid, JJ McCarthy, was poised. They pulled off the win, and it was a huge win, right?
Yes,
and
sir.
They contained their playmakers a little bit. I mean, Sam Laporta was killing them. That first drive, it was all Laporta, even that touchdown. And it was like, oh, God, it's going to be a long day. I was sitting here like,
better strap in, boys.
I said, man, it's going to be a long day. I said, God, man, please, come on, y'all. But, hey, the Vikings said, no, that's okay. They out-physicaled a team that's very, very physical. Like, you saw what they did to the Ravens, and the Vikings walked into Detroit and said, no, not today.
Yet again, another.
Not today.
We'll mention that tomorrow.
They limited the run game, right. They limited the run game. Montgomery had spurts, but they limited Montgomery and Gibbs. They bottled them up in very key moments, right? They got stops when they needed to. But they played a good game. I mean, look, you got to give props to the Vikings. They went into the you'll love this one. They went into the Lions' den and came out unscathed.
Unscathed. No, yeah. Look, man. Look, I'm gonna touch on this one last time. Offense, Vikings offense, scored twice in the first quarter. The defense,
They were up early. Yep.
exactly, but the defense, they held the Detroit Lions to one score a quarter. One score.
Mm-hmm.
Now, don't get me wrong. Second, third, and fourth, the Detroit Lions held the Vikings to one score as well. Okay, it's fine. But the fact that the Vikings, like you said, and that was a key, and I think that's always a key for the Vikings, just knowing their dynamic. Go up early. You did.
Get up early.
14-7 in the first quarter, and then you pretty much trailblazed the rest of the way. Okay, Detroit got 7 points in the second quarter. You got 3. Cool. Guess what? You got 3 in the third quarter. 7 in the third quarter. They got 3. All right, fourth quarter. They got 7. Oh, man, we're down. But hey, wait a second. It's a tie game. Because you scored and went up 2 in the first quarter. And that's what it's about.
Yeah, they stayed up on them because every time Detroit punched, the Vikings punched back. They always had a counter punch. Right? When Detroit would go down and get a score, the Vikings would get a score. They punched back. That's right. They didn't allow the Lions to climb back in it and take the lead. No. Every time they punched back. The Lions cut it to 3. They scored another touchdown. They cut it to 3 again. They closed out the game. They had an answer for everything the Lions had for them. It wasn't the Lions' day, right? It was the Vikings' day. And I applaud them. I applaud them, man. I mean, Flores, that defensive scheme that Flores put together for this game was phenomenal. Phenomenal. And the Vikings showed up in the red zone. That's all I ask.
That's all they needed.
In the red zone.
That's all they needed.
Show up in the red zone. Show up in the red zone. Yes. With this win, the Vikings now sit at 4-4. They're still last in the NFC North, but the NFC North is tough this year. Every team has 5 or more wins except the Vikings, but the Vikings are sitting pretty at 500, getting their starting quarterback back. So they're in the hunt. I'll say that. They are in the hunt. And this next game coming up for them against the Baltimore Ravens is going to be pivotal. But with that being said, Brody, let's get to some picks.
Before we get to those picks, you can line it up real quick. I also want to say, man, it's still a running joke and it's still going. Them Packers still the only ones that couldn't beat the Browns.
Yeah, I know.
Vikings did.
And they can't beat the Panthers either.
Oh, that do.
Yeah, everybody else beat the Browns. Vikings, Lions, and the Bears. Did the Bears beat the Browns yet? I think they did. I think everybody else beat the Browns except the
I don't mind the Packers, but y'all in the Vikings division. And
you can't beat the Browns. Even the Dolphins beat the Browns. Come on.
And how many wins they have? They have 5+ wins. 5+. Come on now. One of them losses to the oh Lord. Okay. We're gonna move on. Let's get to some picks. Let's go.
Let's get to some picks. Let's get to some picks.
I'm not laughing at them. I'm laughing with them because
again, last Thursday, the Ravens defeated the can't even with you. The Ravens defeated the Dolphins 28-6 on Thursday Night Football. Big win. The Colts, man, I don't even know what to say about them. The Colts, man, fraud alert. Fraud alert.
I should have stayed in Baltimore. I don't know what to tell you.
Fraud alert. The Colts lose to the Steelers 20-27. We both picked that one wrong.
Man.
We both picked the Ravens to beat the Dolphins. I think that was the easy one.
It was
what they have? 6 turnovers? They turned the ball over 6 times.
Yeah.
They look like complete frauds.
It was so bad.
But I told you that, Brody. What did I tell you? Didn't I tell you, look at their schedule and they haven't beaten anybody?
It was going to happen.
Did I say that?
It was going to happen. Yeah. 17 first down.
Right? We'll see what happens next week. The Vikings got a big win. As we talked about, the Vikings got a big win against the Lions, 27-24. We both picked that correctly.
Yeah.
The Broncos defeated the Texans 18-15. But you took Houston.
Oh. Did I?
You took Houston.
Oh. Dang it.
The Chargers defeated the Titans 27-20. You picked that. I picked the same. We both picked the Chargers to win. Although I picked the Broncos to win. The Patriots defeat the Falcons 24-23. 1 point.
Dang.
1 point win for the Patriots. The Falcons missed an extra point, which cost them the game. I took the Patriots. You took the Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
The 49ers beat the New York Football Giants 34-24. 49ers got to win. I took the 49ers.
Mm-hmm.
You took the Giants.
Yeah, I did.
But this next one, man, this hurt both of us. We both took the Packers of Green Bay, and they let us down. the Packers lose to the Carolina. The Packers lose to the Carolina Panthers 16-13 on a last-second field goal. What is going on with the Packers? And they lost Kraft, their best tight end for the year, which was horrible for them. But they took an L. We both lost that one.
At Lambeau Field. Oh my
At Lambeau.
gosh.
At Lambeau. This one we forgot to pick on the last show. We forgot to pick this one, but we picked this one offline. We picked this one offline. The Bears defeated the Bungles. Kyra, I told you that was your last fix. I was not picking these bums. We both picked the Bears. The Bears defeated the Bengals 47-42. That was a crazy game. The Bengals were up. They were up a couple scores and let the Bears come back and get them. The Bengals are a mess. The Bengals are a mess.
It's like the Ravens in Buffalo.
Bears, right? We both took the Bears. The Saints lose another one to the LA Rams, 34-10.
Oh, no.
Brody, you was rolling with the Saints.
I know.
You thought they were going to get another win. I took the Rams. The Rams.
It's just bad.
The Jacksonville Jaguars get a 1 point win in Las Vegas as they defeat the Las Vegas Raiders 30-29.
I took the Raiders.
You took the Raiders, bro. You took the Raiders in this one.
Just 1 point. Look, wait a minute. Jacksonville, Las Vegas, 1 point.
1 point.
Atlanta, New England, 1 point.
1 point.
I can't with these teams, man. Come on.
1 point, man. Well, I can't. I picked the Jaguars and the Patriots.
You can't. How are you gonna call that? 1 point?
It's a coin flip. And I came up heads and you came up tails.
I mean, that's the simple way to put it.
It is. It's a coin flip.
All of it's
Bro, it's a coin flip. You flipped it and you came up tails. And I came up heads. It happens. We both picked this one right as the Buffalo Bills defeated the Kansas City Chiefs in Buffalo 28-21.
Exposed.
I wish both of them could have lost, but the Bills got the win. We both took Buffalo in that one. Sunday Night Football. Ooh, Seattle put a number on the Commanders. 38. This thing was over early. 38-14. Jaden Daniels got hurt in this one. I don't know. I haven't seen the reports, but I think he's going to be out for a while. I think he had a dislocation of his elbow, I believe. A lot of people were killing Dan Quinn. And I said it as soon as it happened. I said they're going to kill Dan Quinn because they were losing big and he was still in the game. I wish they would have took him out, but I mean, you just can't. That can happen in the first play of the game, and that's what I try to tell people. Football is a game. Look, you just never know. That could have happened on the last play of the game or the first play of the game. So you can't kill the coach because that kid may have wanted to be out there with his guys.
No, he did.
He may have been like, "No, don't take me out."
He did.
No, I'm gonna finish this. And if he wanted to finish the game, that's his right.
You talking about the
Jaden Daniels? Yeah,
he did. He released a statement and said, "Look, yeah, it is what it is. But as long as my guys are playing, he wants to play with them.
He wants to play with them. So you can't fault the coach for that. And again, I understand. Look, guys, I understand too. And some of y'all are going to say, "Well, you should have took him out. Didn't matter." And I understand that sometimes you have to save the player from itself. But he was healthy and he was fine. The coach could not have known that was going to happen. And again, when you have, and you would want that, you want a dog. You want a dog like that to be like, look, I don't care if we down 50. If my guy, if it's time on the clock and my guy's playing, I want to play. Don't take me out.
Hold up, real quick.
Unless I'm hurt, don't take me out.
Real quick, to your point, bro. What was that saying that you said about Lamar Jackson? It's like, are you hurt or are you injured?
Right. Are you hurt or are you injured? If you're hurt, you can play. If you're injured, you can't. Right. And he wasn't even hurt. He was fine. And he was playing. So leave Dan Quinn alone. Yeah. Leave Dan Quinn alone. And look, stuff like that happens. Prayers out to Jaden Daniels. Hope he recovers, man. I hope you recover as quickly as possible and get back on the field. I think he's a good young player. But the Seahawks take that one 38-34. Sam Darnold looked good in that one.
38-14.
Like his first
38-14.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, 38-14. Sam Darnold looked good. He completed his first 17, something ridiculous, first 17 passes. He was ridiculous. And Jackson Smith and Jigba was ridiculous. But yeah, you took the Commanders.
Look, already changed it, man. Already changed it, man.
Seattle.
You ain't seen it? Already changed it.
I haven't even told you our record. Okay. Monday night.
30 losses.
Monday Night Football last night. The Arizona Cardinals went into Jerry World and beat the Cowboys 27-17. Brody, you called this one?
The Cowgirls.
You called this one. I picked the Cowgirls and I took an L. That's okay. You got the win with the Cardinals. But for this week, I went 11-3. Brody, you went 6-8.
Yeah, no, it's trash.
So
I already changed it. I was like, how many losses he's
changed
out?
The standings changed a little bit. I'm up. I'm 6-2. You're 2-6 on the season.
I'm trash.
Next week you'll have the mulligan. Next week you'll have the mulligan. Next week. So
you didn't even need it.
We'll get.
I think those 2 wins. And look, quote me if I'm wrong. I think those 2 wins probably was both with the mulligan.
I'm neither going to confirm nor deny that.
No, I just got some work to do.
I'm neither going to confirm nor deny that.
I gotta go talk to the head coach.
Yeah, you might want to tell him to start packing his bags because you might need to make a change.
Just fire everybody,
Let everybody go.
Fire everybody. You're 2-6.
Is it a fire sale? Well, look, the trade deadline's over, but did you have a fire sale? Who did you trade away? Who'd you get for picks? How many picks did you get?
Ain't nobody want to come to a 2-6 team. Ain't producing.
You didn't trade nobody away.
No,
you didn't get no picks.
I called. They was like, nah, man, I'm good. I'm gonna stay on the couch.
I did try to call. Bro, look, I'm gonna talk about. Look, I called my bro today, and man, he was like, I thought he was mad at me. Yo, what's up? I'm just messing. We okay. I'm just messing.
I already knew I was 2-6.
But see, look, I tried to call you. I was gonna see if I could get me a couple players. You like, man, what you want?
Because I knew it was coming. I knew it was going to happen. That's why I waited. I didn't want to change it. I wanted to change it on air. No, I'm trash. I'm going to fire everybody. Everybody's gone.
But
you need a new quarterback.
You could be like the Cardinals. Look, the Cardinals just put out a statement. They're going with Jacoby Brissett. So the elf is going to stay on the shelf.
I need some help. 2-6 is terrible. What you doing, boy?
The elf's going to stay on the shelf. That's funny. Oh man, I should have given myself a rim shot, but I wasn't ready for that. But that was funny. But so yeah, that's it. To put a bow on this show. That's it for the week. Those are our picks. We will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow will be our preview show. We're going to do something a little different tomorrow. We'll explain it when we preview the Vikings and Ravens game in Minneapolis, US Bank Stadium, coming up on Sunday. Again, it will be our first live stream. We will be going live about a half hour before the game. So come on, jump in with us. Tell us if we're right, if we're wrong. I don't know if we're going to do picks tomorrow, bro. Do you want to do picks tomorrow for this game, or do you want to wait? Or do you want to do the picks
30 minutes
on
before
Sunday morning?
30
you want to
minutes.
do the picks on Sunday?
30 minutes before. We'll throw out some keys to the game.
Okay.
And we'll get the picks down.
Okay. So 30 minutes before we'll do some keys to the game, and then we'll do some picks. Okay, that sounds good. So tomorrow, what we'll do is we have something special for y'all. We're gonna do tomorrow for this game. We're gonna do just a short preview of the game, and then we're gonna do something else, and then we're gonna do our picks for the week. Okay, but we're not gonna pick this game until Sunday morning. So if you want to know our picks for Vikings and Ravens, tune in on Sunday morning. We're gonna start about a half hour before kickoff. We want to thank everybody for just coming out watching the video. Again, first live stream coming on Sunday. Please consider liking, subscribing the video. It really helps us out a lot. Please leave a comment. Again, if you think we crazy and we don't know what we're talking about, I mean, I'm only right 98% of the time. I went 11-3 this week. So
I mean, he's 6-2.
It is what it is. I'm 6-2 on the year. So I must know a little something about ball, but
not invincible, but definitely dependable. There you go.
I got a couple cracks in the armor, but I'm pretty solid. But thank you to every single person who watches. Please, again, consider liking, subscribing the video. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Brody, you got anything before I take us out?
Just the fact that I'm going to be super excited for our first live stream. That's it. And guys,
absolutely.
Come on out and check it out. Just
come on out
and check it out. It's going to be something new, fresh from the Purple Shade Podcast.
Hop in with us, guys. Have some fun with us. We're going to be going live. Hopefully y'all can get the chat going. We're going to have some fun with it. That's all I'll say. We are going to have some fun with it. But that's it for us. Peace, God bless, and love is what we need out here in love. And we are out.
Later.